So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. Looking for options for movement. Looking for a runner. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Nakata clears. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Plays a sharp little...
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Works it forward. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. He has found the way through. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
It speaks for itself, doesn't it? Best left there.
Ribery. Van Basten. Nakata.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Dumfries is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Milan do look happy to keep things simple here, Jim. Hit the byline and get it in the box.
Well, they've certainly got the players for it, Peter. When you've got guys who can whip them in like that, you want to be giving it to them as much as you can.
Well timed, excellent interception. Bastoni. Adriano. Adriano! Well, the contact was true enough. The aim wasn't quite.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
And it's Dybala. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Now it's Vlahovic. Great vision. Oh, played through for the wide man. It's run loose here. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. And we're underway again. So neither side has yet broken through. Dybala. And he's managed to get free. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. Rijkaard gets across to intercept that. Serginho gets into some space. Shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Van Basten really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter. It's great to be on board.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, we're on the way. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Plays a sharp little ball here.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And he's been shifted off it. Alessandro Costa Curta, he Doesn't have what you'd call a classic centre-back's physique, does he?
No, but his game is never really about athleticism, power and the physical stuff. He never has to let it be.
Yeah, it's interesting because he's still become considered one of the greatest defenders of his time. How's that?
Well, it's characteristics like leadership, his class, his tenacity. He's nigh on perfect reading of the game and all done with immaculate discipline.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that's a simple one for the keeper. Rafinha. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Serginho. Beckenbauer gets across to intercept that. Looking for the run. That's beautifully weighted. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Roll with the clearance. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Pass somewhat off target. Aimed beyond the defence. Buffon gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Mateus. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Rummenigge. Scholes. Raul. Looking to play him in. Beckenbauer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And he's there to clear it. And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
That's going to go a long way. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
Rijkaard really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Shoots! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Brazil appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up.
And he's let fly! That is decidedly lacking.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Good ball, good take. Suarez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Luis Suarez! It's in! And finally, he has breathed life into the game! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. So we have the first goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
And it's De Jong. And that's a nicely shaped... Rummenigge! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Messiuuu with the short one. Good chance here! Corner number 2 then. And that has been knocked clear.
Barcelona surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
And he's managed to get free. Played into the box.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Cleared without complication. He can run onto that. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Mbappe. Oh, the ball's gone astray.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Tries to play it through. Cannavaro cuts out the pass. Nicely weighted ball. And he's gone looking for safety. And that's it. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Luis Suarez claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, it was never a match that was going to blow us all away, Peter, but I felt the team did a lot right, especially that well-timed goal.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And already we're underway here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the versatility of Nico Williams has been hugely impressive. I think, Peter, he's just as good on either side of the pitch, and he has a footballing brain that seems to allow him to work things out with ease. And I think it's been suggested at times that he could play further up the pitch, but I think as a fullback, having the space to run into, I think to take away that from his game would be criminal.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. First quarter of an hour gone. Now this could be a chance. That's a delicate pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And here's Aubameyang. And he cuts out the supply. Beckenbauer. And it's Dembele.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Chance, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Spread it left. Played out towards the right wing. It carries far too far and out of play. Rijkaard. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Dybala. Oh, that's neat. Lemina did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Aubameyang. The ball has bounced loose now. Looking here to chip it through. Big header! There it is! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Lemina. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good spread. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Forlan. Now it's Dembele. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Barcelona are back in business! Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner and he picked them off instead.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Barcelona grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Barcelona really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
And Dybala! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well timed, excellent interception. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Ødegaard is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Barcelona are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Lemina. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Nico Williams.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cleared without complication. Dybala. Barcelona finding their passes. Dybala. It's a goal kick. If we're going to get a winner, it's got to come now. That's a cute ball. And that has been knocked clear.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Dybala. Dybala! Oh, yes, it's there! And that may just do it! A truly wonderful strike, decorated with dip and curl.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Having turned the game on its head, now can they hold out?
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
I think we're just about done here. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. And it's Dybala. That's been cut out, well played. The final seconds now. And that is as far as it goes. Barcelona have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Fallen! Loose ball now and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cleared without complication. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Kubo. So, Jim, tell me this. Who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, this guy, Wataru Endo, to me, Peter, really makes up the heart, the legs, and the lungs of the team. He has a tactical intelligence that when everybody else tends to pile forward, then he has to put himself in a covering position and deal with whatever re-emerges at times. And he's expert at dealing with that, at getting around the pitch.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. Doan. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. More and more pressure on the ball here. Still goalless at the moment. Rijkaard. Always onto this. That ball looks a good one. Now there's a fine ball.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single play.
Oh, smashing header! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Sergio Gomez. Forlan is herring after that one. It's not an especially good pass, that. Goes looking wide. Real chance! Goal! Barcelona!
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Plenty to aim at here. Pings in across. Up he goes! And it's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job.
And the half-time whistle goes. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Barcelona really did kick on after getting that first goal. Could they have gone another one and killed the game off completely? Possibly. But as long as they can keep up the intensity, maintain the purpose levels, I think they'll get another chance soon enough.
Barcelona are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Now it's Dybala. Driving on and making good progress. Here comes the cross. And he was quick to react. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan being hunted in packs.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Here it is, cross. Oh, what a climb! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are cruising away. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Now it's Forlan. Nakamura. He's in a great position here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And no, he's seen through all of that. Japan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And it's Kubo. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Williams, he has found the way through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Decent progress down the left. Dybala. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mitoma. Doan. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Nakamura powering forward here. That's a lovely, neat pass. And he's in on goal. Steaming on goalwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Oh, it's come loose. Has a shot! No, he's missed it. Barcelona clearly now in lead preservation mode. Gabriel. And it's Gomez. Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very...